Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new to the very last weekly beauty chit chat of 2024. It is absolutely wild to me that this year is virtually over. Where did it go? I think this is like the fastest year of my life. So, but anyway, here we are. So let's talk about all of the fun, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that I was loving during this last full week of 2024. I have a few things that I want to mention, and as always, I will list and link everything in the description box right below the video here. If you'd like to know where to purchase these items, read up other people's reviews, look at in-depth ingredient information, yada, yada, yada. Check that description box out. It's usually a plethora of information. Anyway, I hope those of you that celebrated holidays this week had fantastic and safe holiday celebrations. We celebrated Christmas. It was a really great Christmas. Stella got a ton of girly things. A girlfriend got hooked up this year in terms of perfume and makeup. That's kind of her like big obsession right now, other than clothes. So yeah, it was just a really wonderful kind of easygoing holiday. My mom came down to visit, and Craig's parents came over for a little bit on Christmas Day. But it was just really laid back and relaxed. And honestly, I think those are my favorite holiday celebrations. So let me know how your holiday celebrations went down in the comments, and let me know what you were loving this past week in terms of the fun, frivolous, completely unnecessary stuff. So all right, you guys, let's go ahead and dig in. I'm gonna start with perfume, and they are two fragrances that I actually reviewed this week. I was wearing both of these, just kind of alternating between them. These are both such lovely scents, and I'm so glad that I decided to pick them up. So this is the Maison Louis Marie number 14 Celia, and this is the Kayali, I think Kayali is how I'm supposed to say it. Yum Bougie Marshmallow. Both of these are so beautiful. They kind of both have a little bit of a, well, this one has a definite vanilla base. This one does have some vanilla in it as well. So they both have that in common, but this is definitely much more of a beautiful, just absolutely stunning floral. In fact, I think this would be such a beautiful fragrance. If you're getting married next year, you should look into this as being your wedding day scent. I think it's one of those that's really, really special and unique. And it's so pretty, you guys. I'll have the notes going across the screen, but I will also link my in-depth reviews in the description box. If you missed those, definitely go check them out. But this one is absolutely lovely. If you're looking for a beautiful floral to welcome the new year in with, this would be the one that I would absolutely recommend to you. And if you are looking to smell like an absolute snack, you gotta check out this Yum Bougie Marshmallow. I'm wearing this one today, and you guys, I smell edible. This is just an absolutely gorgeous, sweet, like pink, fluffy marshmallow. It's absolute perfection. Again, I'll have the notes going across the screen here. I cannot get enough of this one, and I think if you stick your nose in it, if you're a gourmand lover, this is quite sweet. So if you don't like the sweeter scents, this is not going to be for you. But if you like these sweet gourmand fragrances, this one is absolutely fabulous. I think the only downside with this one is the wear time could be a little better. But all that being said, it's still acceptable in my book, and I see myself purchasing the full size of this one in 2025 for sure. There's no way that I'm not gonna like not own the full size of this. It is delightful, and I need it. All right, let's head into some skincare really quickly here. Okay, I have two items. The first is I just love this product this time of year, and I honestly cannot recommend it enough. I know there's a lot of people who don't really like the snail mucin products because the texture can be a little bit weird. I will admit, it's kind of like, you know, it's very snot-like, if you will. But oh my gosh, does this soothe and calm my skin during the winter months. If I get any amount of redness in my skin, if I just apply this and a moisturizer over top, it almost immediately soothes that redness and makes my skin look so much just healthier and normal. There's something special about this snail mucin that for whatever reason works incredibly well with my skin. So if you tend to deal with a lot of irritation, I think this is an ingredient worth looking into, even if you don't try the CosRx, because this, I don't even think I said what this is. It's the CosRx Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. I actually purchased a 2-pack of this for I think under $30 at Costco this past year. This is the first one, and as you can see, I'm almost done. I've got like a few more uses left, but I slather myself in this both morning and night. It absorbs very quickly into my skin, and despite having oily skin, this doesn't make me any oilier or greasier. I think it's fantastic, and if you are struggling with some irritation in your skin, maybe think about trying snail mucin. Like I said, it doesn't have to be from CosRx. Pick a different brand, I don't know. I have tried some products from the Peach Slices brand, and that I think might be worth looking into in terms of their snail mucin. It's gonna be, I don't know, it's the price point difference isn't that vast, but you know, there's options for snail mucin. You guys, okay, I received this in PR. I did not pay for this. I was kind of surprised to actually get this. I didn't know it was coming my way. And again, I will say anytime that Paula's Choice sends me any PR, it still makes me the most giddy, because this is the skincare brand that I started with when I started my skincare journey like over 10 years ago at this point. And oh my gosh, did that make the biggest difference in my skin. I really credit Paula's Choice with reducing the look of my pores and eliminating blackheads from my life. I just don't get blackheads anymore, specifically because of their BHA products. They work incredibly well for me. So yeah, when they took notice of my channel and started sending me PR, it just made me so giddy. But anyway, so every once in a while, every once in a blue moon when they come out with something new, I'll usually receive the product, and this arrived, and oh my gosh, you guys, I have found a moisturizer that I'm wearing during the day. It is all over me right now, and look, I am not oily, I am not greasy. This has been sitting on my skin. What time did I take a shower this morning? 7, and I think I'm filming this around like 11:30 in the morning or something. But this is so hydrating and so just smoothing to my skin. What is it? I might want to tell you what it is. Okay, it's the new Paula's Choice Pro-Collagen Peptide Plumping Moisturizer. This has 3 different types of peptides in it. But what I think I appreciate most about this product is the texture and the fact that I, again, have finally found a moisturizer that I can wear during the day that isn't too heavy, and the surge of moisture is perfect for my skin, you guys. I have to show you the texture of this. First of all, it has the most beautiful kind of light blushy pink color to it. Not that that matters, but here you can, well, there we go. You can see it on my hand there. It's this really beautiful, like, it's like a true gel cream texture. And as soon as you start rubbing this into your skin, you can feel this absorbing almost immediately. And not only does it really hydrate and like deeply moisturize my skin without feeling too heavy, but it also smooths my skin. So it almost in a way feels like this is like a primer type product. And I love the feel of this. The dry down, it leaves that perfect kind of silky, smooth, but still almost matte, like satin matte finish to the skin. It's absolute perfection. This doesn't feel sticky. I can immediately go in with my makeup after it absorbs for about 10 minutes. And I am just left with the softest, most hydrated winter skin. I mean, despite having oily skin, I can still get dry if I'm not careful about hydrating my skin during the cold weather months of the year. So for me, it's always been a lot of light layers from toners and serums and essences in terms of moisturizers during the day. This is the first one that I've ever been able to wear during the day without it like messing with my powder foundation or just being too much, too greasy or too heavy for my skin. This is fabulous. if you need a moisturizer for your oily skin, this is a great one. All right, let's discuss some makeup from this past week. So I have a little combo here that I've been using to set my SPF. By the way, I'm still working my way through the Dermatology Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF 44 right now. But after I apply my SPF, I let the SPF again sit on my skin for about 10 minutes until it really kind of starts to settle down. Ideally, I wait about 15 or 20 minutes, but if I'm in a rush, like, I will still give my SPF about 10 minutes to settle. And then I've been doing this little trick where I've been taking the BK Beauty 101 brush. I see a lot of people using this for foundation. For those of you that use liquid foundations, it probably would be wonderful for that. It has an interesting shape to it where it's got a little angle at the top here, but it's extremely dense. So I like to use this with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Poreless Finish Airbrush Powder. And what I've been doing is I have just been dipping this in and then pressing that setting powder into my skin, especially where I have enlarged pores. And this almost completely fills those pores in, but like in a good way where they don't look like clogged or gross. It just blurs the look of my pores essentially. And like the texture of this brush is just laying down the perfect amount of powder. So just a couple dips and I can do my whole face, and it perfectly distributes the powder, sets that SPF, and then I can go in with their 105 brush, which is what I've been using lately to do my Laura Geller powder foundation. And the finish that I get is so smooth and flawless for a powder foundation situation. I know a lot of people don't like powder foundation because they think it looks very dry, very heavy on their skin. I think sometimes that has to do with the way that you apply the product, but then also skin type is important, right? Like a dry skin probably shouldn't be using a powder foundation. You might do better with a hydrating serum foundation. So, but for me with my oily skin, the Balance and Brighten is just kind of the best course of action. All right, let's talk blush. I've kept the blush pretty simple this week. I've been mostly using my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Seduce, this one right here. So this is what I have on my cheeks right now. This is what I've had on my cheeks basically all week. So just a nice neutral. On my eyes, I've been trying to cycle through a lot of my older eyeshadow palettes that I haven't touched in a while. And this week I was like, I don't think that I've looked at this palette in quite some time. So let's bust it out. What is this? This is the Pat McGrath, hold please, Mothership Subliminal Platinum Bronze Eye Palette. And this has some really beautiful shades in it. So this is the palette here. As you can see, there is really only one matte shade in here, which is this one at the bottom. So this is what I've been lightly putting in my crease. And then I've been alternating these like more shimmery shades that are in here on my lid this past week. Today I have this shade right here and this one blended in my like lid area, and then again this warm kind of like dark chocolatey brown is what I have in my crease, and like really blended out. So this palette looks like you are only going to be able to create like super dramatic looks with it, but I think if you use a light hand, it's very easy to make this one more of like an everyday, like wearable smoky type of eye. So anyway, I enjoy this palette, glad I own it. I should really be reaching for it a lot more often, but okay, I had to replace some mascaras. So I retired a City Beauty mascara and I retired a CoverGirl, what's the Lash Blast Volume, the orange one. I retired both of those. I am very strict about only using my mascara for about 6 to 8 weeks. I just have a major phobia of eye infections. I don't know why I have this. I've just had it ever since I was in my 20s. So I just very readily replace my mascara. It can be a breeding ground for bacteria. So if you have had a mascara that's like many months old, listen, I have girlfriends who use mascara for like a year And every time they tell me that, I'm like, please don't do that. I will buy you a new mascara. Like, let's go to the drugstore, let's check out some CoverGirl, it's cruelty free, let's get you a new mascara, because you should not keep mascara for a year. I mean, you can certainly probably keep it longer than, you know, like 6 to 8 weeks. I think I'm probably overdoing it on the opposite end. But I think keeping your mascara long term is a terrible idea, because like I said, this is a breeding ground for bacteria. Also, obviously never share mascara. Sometimes Stella is like, can I use your mascara? And even though she's my offspring, I'm like, listen, we don't share makeup products. I don't share them with you. I don't want you to share them with your friends. If you need a new mascara, let me know. We'll go buy one. But you need to be using your own makeup products just on yourself, because at this age, she doesn't know how to disinfect her stuff properly. So I'm trying to teach her good hygiene here. But anyway, let's get back to the mascara that I replaced when I retired those other two that you'll see in my empties coming up here. This is the Lash Plumping Mascara from CoverGirl. Have you tried this one? This is for, I think they call this the Simply Ageless Lash Plumping Mascara. This is a great volumizing mascara. Look at this brush. Isn't it glorious? It's got those more like, what are these? I call them natural bristle brushes, but these are not natural, obviously. But I like that dense, like compacted brush situation there. It just is really great for volumizing your lashes, because the wand holds on to a little bit more product, but also it doesn't clump onto your lashes. It just really applies smoothly and evenly. And then I will just go through with a lash comb, just, you know, one pass through, and my lashes are volumized, perfectly separated. It is more of, I would say, like a natural volume when you only do one coat, but you can build this one up to a pretty dramatic volume. I didn't do that today. I just used one coat, and that was great for just an everyday look. So this is a wonderful mascara. It is definitely under $15. Again, you can find it at the drugstore, and CoverGirl is a great cruelty-free drugstore option if you are in the market. All right. Okay guys, sorry about that little interruption there. I almost made it through the entire video without a coughing attack. I actually ended up getting really sick over last weekend, and so I was sick through Christmas this year. The cold wasn't really that bad. I think I just caught a cold. The most frustrating part is the cough that comes along with this one, because it's not constant. I'm not like hacking all day, but just out of the blue, at of course the most inopportune times, I will just basically start hacking. It's very annoying. I hope you don't catch whatever this is. Anyway, I have one more thing to discuss from this past week, and it is the lip product of the week. This is the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly in the shade Pistachio. They have a lot of different colors. If the pistachio shade doesn't float your boat, that's fine. Like I said, lots to choose from in terms of shades. But it's the formulation of these glosses that I think are really worth checking out. They're really thin, so they apply very quickly and easily onto the lips. They give you a decent amount of color payoff. Obviously, you can see the pistachio on my lips right now, but they're not going to be super opaque. So they're just a great option if you just want a quick, like one and done type of lip product with a little pop of color that will just kind of give you a polished look. And again, hydrating, quick to apply, not super thick. I'm a big fan of a thick lip gloss. I mean, I love the City Beauty formulation because it does have that thicker kind of like stay put formula, but this somehow also manages to stay put really well despite being a really thin formulation. So if you're in the market for a new lip gloss going into the new year, I would say the Tower 28 are really worth checking out. I own a couple of their shades, and I definitely would repurchase both of them. So this one here, I am actually down to about here, and I want to try to finish this lip gloss within the first few months of the new year. I actually am going to challenge myself in the new year to finish 3 of the lip glosses from my collection and 2 lipsticks. So I've got all of 2025 to do that. I think I can achieve that goal. Also, finally in January, I've been talking about this for a couple months now. I'm gonna break down and I'm gonna go into my Alex 9 drawer here towards the bottom. I have my entire lipstick, lip liner, and lip gloss collection, and there's a lot of stuff in there that needs to go. I mean, some of these lipsticks are probably 10 years old at this point. I know that they've gone bad. I just haven't had the heart to go through and have that come to Jesus moment where I have to confront the fact that I really bought a lot of lip products that I probably just shouldn't have, and they went bad. Like it's probably hundreds of dollars worth of lip products, but like you know, these are lessons you learn. I've learned many lessons here on YouTube during my like over a decade that I've been on this platform. I've learned a lot of valuable lessons, and one of them is that you don't need 75 lipsticks. You don't. You're never gonna go through them. So anyway, I'm no longer buying lip products at the rate that I used to, which is very smart. But anyway, we all have our moments, right? So anyway, I'm gonna do that in January, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'll let you know how much I ended up tossing. It's always depressing, but it is what it is. Anyway, as we round out the end of the year here, I just want to say one big giant thank you to those of you who have been on my channel for any amount of time this year. Like I keep saying in some of my other videos, I realize that YouTube is such a huge platform at this point. There are a lot of people who create content and who are vying for, you know, your watch time, and it really is something that like I don't understand it at all, because I'm just some random broad, right, like who sits in a room in her house and talks about stuff that she likes. The fact that any of you guys watch this content and you take things away from it, it just really makes me happy. Having this as a hobby is such a source of joy in my life, and it's a great way to connect with people who are interested in a lot of the same things that I am. And it just really means a lot to me that you have taken time out of your life this year to be here on my channel and to participate, to comment, to share things that you like, to give me recommendations. It has been wonderful getting to know a lot of you a little bit more on a personal level over the course of this last year. This is just, I really view this platform as something that is very important in my life and something that brings me a lot of joy, and I'm just so thankful that you're along for the ride with me. Like I said, it means the world, and I can't possibly thank you enough. So I will definitely continue to stick around in 2025. I mean, who knows how long, you know, this channel will be going, but as of right now, I'm still having a lot of fun with this, and definitely look forward to continuing into next year. So I hope that you'll stick around with me. I just appreciate you guys so much. So thank you. And if I don't see you before the new year, I hope that you have safe and happy New Year's celebrations. And I can't wait to walk into the new year with all of you. So have a great rest of your Friday. Let me know what you were loving this past week in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.